Alright, this is an introduction into how to use Adobe Bridge and more importantly Camera Raw. So first thing you do is you open up the start button, you go to Adobe and open up the Adobe Bridge. Either one works. And this is the Adobe Bridge. You go ahead and find through your folders, figure out which file, which picture you want to edit. So we're going to go with this guy right here. You're going to right click and go to Open in Camera Raw. Camera Raw is a great way to edit the highlights, the shadows, the contrast, the exposure, just a little bit of all the colors and everything before you get it into Photoshop. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to hit the O and the U button. The O and the U button will make overexposed areas appear and underexposed areas appear, meaning blue and red. So you want the white outline. So O and U will make the white outline appear. You want that. First thing you're going to do is go to your whites. So we'll start at 0. As I increase my whites, the reds increase. So red areas are white areas. You want those just a little bit. So this area is never going to go away, so I'm going to ignore that area. But everywhere else, I don't want any crumbs of red showing. So right about there, maybe a little less. I'm going to decrease my blacks so that blues appear. And again, you don't want a lot of blues, so just tweak it a little bit so just barely any blues are visible. Next, go to exposure, tweak this back and forth to see what it's doing to your picture, and then you kind of try and find a happy medium. Exposure, contrast, that's all on you. It's all up to your interpretation. Every photo is a little different. So I'm looking somewhere in here. I'm going to go to contrast a little bit. Again, slide it back and forth, see what's available and what it's doing. So somewhere in here looks good. You can tweak the highlights and shadows. Again, you don't want the reds to appear too much, so I'm going to stop right about there. Shadows, you don't want too much blues, so I'm going to stop right about there, and then I'm done. Go and hit Save Image. Call it whatever you want, so I can call it Edited Leaf in this case. I go ahead and hit Save. It'll save it, and then if you want to immediately open the image, you can just hit Open Image, and it will open your photo that you just edited in Adobe Photoshop, and you can go ahead and edit it, do whatever you got to do with it.